Hello and welcome to Angela's Busy Bees Garden and Homestead. Guys, I just want to take you all on a quick tour of my home garden. I have been working on cleaning up for the past week or so, and I am just so proud of myself, the way things are looking right now. I'm going to start off over here in these 5 containers. I've planted mustard green seeds just yesterday. So, of course, nothing has come up as of yet. Over here, I planted more Brussel sprouts among my thyme that's also growing in here. And I have one flower for the pollinators, which is my sedum autumn joy. Over here, I have my bed of Brussels sprouts, and I have a few cabbage plants in here as well, with another sedum autumn joy. In this bed here, which is bed number 2, I've planted some collards. In the raised beds over here, I have my collards and kale in the cells of the cinder blocks. And one of the things that I did, guys, was I have removed a lot of the pots that I had in my garden area because it was really no room for me to walk around or maneuver. So the pots that you see here are the ones that I'm going to keep for now in this garden area. But again, in that container and also this one, I also planted mustard green seeds. This is a barrel with some peppers that are left over from the spring and summer. I haven't pulled them out yet because they look like they're trying to do a little something. So I'll see what happens between now and our first frost. Over here is my uh, bed of blueberries. I've got 2 regular blueberries and 2 of the lemonade blueberries, and we've put down cardboard and mulch with wood chips. My grandson Andre did that for me. Over here in this area is my comfrey. I'm going to be cutting some of these leaves and placing them in my 5-gallon buckets with water so that I can make comfrey tea. Also in this bed, I have some daylilies in the cells of the cinder blocks. Um, Also planted some tulips that came up in spring, but of course now, they've died back until next year. But also in the cells of the cinder blocks, I have more kale, and these are my cabbage transplants that were planted recently. Again, over here, I have daylilies and tulips in the cells, and of course, more kale, as you can see. And these are my broccoli transplants that were also planted recently. I also had some marigolds um, in the cells also of these cinder blocks. Now, on this side of the garden, as you can see, I've moved all of these containers back, and those bags that were along the fence line, I've removed them completely. And this gives me sufficient space to walk all around in my garden, which I really needed because I was almost falling down in here trying to maneuver and get around. But in these containers, of course, this is some basil, more basil. But all around in here, I've planted 7 top turnip greens. So I'm waiting for them to come up any day now. They were planted recently. In this one here, I planted turnips also, but this is some onion chives in the middle. More basil here that's going to seed. The same thing here. All of my turnips are going to be down on this row here. Same thing here. I planted turnips. But as you can see, guys, this is much better. Um, I have a lot of containers that I want to give away, but I'm also using containers in another area of the garden. And now that I have cleaned up all along this fence line, I've been using a lot of the grass and weed killer. And as you can see, it is helping to kill the grasses off down through these areas here. And but now I can see clearly from one garden area to